It's that time for continuing coverage of the 2021 World Series of Poker. And tonight, we bring you the final table of event number 32, the 3K Horse, where just 7 players remain. And there are 2 of us in the booth. Yours truly, Ali Najad, alongside the legendary Norman Chad.
Well, this is the hand right now for Jack Pan because he started the hand, as you see, with just 130K. So he needs this or he's done.
Yeah, he's in there with the split 5s. Unfortunately for him, Elezra has split 6s.
I know it's all in, but I think he showed 5,000.
And even worse, unknown to him, Collopy has one of the 5s, one of the remaining 2 or 3 5s in the deck.
5,000, okay.
Jack Pan, longtime prop at the Bicycle Casino in Los Angeles, propping limit hold'em. Ooh, you got to roll up your sleeves.
That's a tough racket.
Yeah, you might have to see a therapist every 2 weeks. Playing limit hold'em full time.
I'll take the under on 2 weeks. I've been in those streets, especially in LA.
Thank you, thank you.
And why would somebody who's a doctor in China end up playing limit hold'em in Los Angeles? I don't know. That's not even a lateral career move.
It's just a little disjointed.
Check.
Oh, look at this 4th Street card for Jim Collopy, and instantly Eli Elezra with a side pot brewing has checked it over to Jim, and that's just the dreamiest 4th Street he could have had, as he is now 4 to a low and an open ender. 2 6s are busy, of course. Now he has made 7 5s, so the low is all but locked up for Collopy here.
I gotta get a card over here. Oh my God.
Pan got a slow roll there for his 5th Street. And now we see that he could make a 6 low with the right 6th Street and river. As Elezra checks out, Collopy will haul in the side.
And this is good news for Pan's prospects to stay alive. He does have the best hand.
Down.
Yeah, with the 6s out of the way, the 5s are in the lead for high. But on the river, Collopy binks a 7 to make the high. On 6th Street, Pan did not pick up a low draw. And it would appear that on the river, there was no improvement to his 2 5s. And obviously, it was always going to be a tall order for Jack Pan. But well done to make his way to the final table, as he will collect a little north of $22,000 for 7th place.
They're pretty good for the 60-year-old who moved to Las Vegas recently to play online. His 3rd final table since 2019. That's a pretty good set of results.
Yeah, heck of a limit player. No question about it. 3-wheel cards and a king.
Raise, hold, hold.
Raise.
3-bet.
And a 3-bet from Collopy, who, as you stated, Norman, has been Trivett's tormentor, and here he is with aces.
When you know it's set up against you?
That's when you run good. Oh, you got the.
Oh, you got a good hand.
You got diamond. You got deuce. You got the king, king, king on the flop.
Go luck all in. Thank you.
A lot of ways for Michael Trivett to go here for his tournament life. He was a runner-up last year, trying to win his first bracelet, runner-up for the Global Casino Championship to A.J. Casal, who won his first bracelet.
Nervous grin on Trivett's face as his tournament life hangs in the balance, and a really bad flop for him, as it is spades, a gutty, and aces for Collopy, and coming up short is this ace-deuce-5 king, which could very well just draw dead on the turn.
Yeah, as ugly as it can get for Michael Trivett on that flop. He needs some low cards.
Well, there is a low card. It is a deuce. Now a deuce could give him the W, provided that it was not a spade.
A deuce for a scoop?
Yeah, deuce.
Well, only one of the deuces.
You could chop the low with ace-5.
Spade doesn't work.
Certainly take a low card that gives him half the pot.
Not sitting pretty. Oh, and the 5 on the river.
Nice play.
So gross.
We'll see. You're good. You're good. No.
Violin.
Oh, very nice.
Flute.
Oh, my goodness.
And drums. I dabbled in piano.
Okay, I could not put you on the violin on the flute.
Oh, believe me, the
Nines are hot.
Oh, 2 9s. Oh my God.
the music teacher didn't want to put me on the violin or the flute either, but my parents paid the price to get me into the class, so
High-low regular.
little baby Ali was in there.
What was your favorite instrument of those?
The drums, come on.
Okay, yeah.
Of course.
The 9s
Do
are
not
for this.
see.
Let's see which 9 is last.
Now you guys got the memo.
Split 9s here for Elezra, who completed it. And somewhat unorthodox call there
Inside
from
in the
Gill
habit.
with the 9 in the door as well.
Gill does play unorthodox a lot. I think
Yep.
he's hit gin.
Oh my goodness. runner in the gut twice to make the 9 high straight, as Elezra has made 9s and 7s, and 2 of his outs are busy in Gill's hand. So just 8%
Yeah, this
is Elezra, who has raised it here on 5th Street to make the best hand.
Wow.
best case scenario for Gill here. And Elezra also is not going to be a believer that there's a straight there because he has 2 7s in his hand.
And on 6th Street, Gill picks up a 9, which leaves Elezra with just 1 7 in the deck to make the best hand here.
Obviously.
Gill checked it
Kind of surprised me.
on 6th. Very surprising. And unless he thinks Elezra has a 10 or jack high straight, somewhat inexplicable, this unorthodox decision-making from Gill, who has now made an 8 low for backup and now feels emboldened enough to lead. Weird spot here for Elezra. 9s and 7s, no low.
And truly getting almost 8
Yeah,
to 1
I
here.
don't think 9s and 7s
Oh,
is good.
good fold.
Great fold. My goodness.
And Gill's unorthodox everything there does give him a 1.5 million chip pot.
He helped the river again.
Honestly, I
2
don't
10s,
know.
more than enough for Maria.
What, Jim?
She's
Help
playing
me
the
out
win.
here, kid.
Tell
Gotta
me what-
Google it.
What is ICM
It's-
stand for?
Independent chip model. But just
I'm
enough-
old school.
Enough poker.
We are done.
Enough
We are
poker talk
we-
for a poker final.
We are done. Done meaning I don't want to hear anymore. It's going to confuse me.
ICM, baby.
ICM. I'm going to Google it though.
Collopy, despite having just queen 4 offsuit, has heaps of run good and knows that he is getting a price up against Maria here.
And he knows he needs only to put 55K more in.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we're
So he
all
leads
in and
out.
we're ahead.
And the 2 10s for Maria
We
are in
want
the lead.
a 10. We're going to be greedy.
No,
and
you
ask
don't
for
want the
10.
queen. That's all what you don't want.
3-3.
I just said that's also greedy. Like, you know.
היא למעלה,
it's
יש לה
okay,
עץ
we're
זוג
both
10, אין לו כלום.
Or you
Okay,
don't want a
let's
3.
keep it low. I'll take a low card. I'll take a 10. I'll take a
3.
5.
יש לו queen 4. אין לו כלום. אין
Sell
לו
your
כלום.
pinks.
If Collopy manages to win this pot, Norman, it may seem like a preordained, foregone conclusion that he's going to run away with this thing. Maria asked for a 5 and got it. Now just needs to fade a queen to double up, take down this 560K pot.
Good luck, Maria.
Thank you.
10.
Here comes the river. It's clean. The 2 10s hold, and she can sit back down.
I see.
Thank you.
And she can exhale behind that mask. But again, that's like that Princess Bride when the line when they take it to the they take Manny Patinkin to Billy Crystal, and they tell him he's dead, but apparently he says there's a difference between dead and
This
mostly
is
dead. Was it?
injustice.
Because he
You know
was
how
dead.
long it's been since I've seen
There's
The
no
Princess
justice
Bride?
in poker,
Fantastic
we all
film, by
know
the
Well,
way.
then you're not serving yourself well.
Raise it.
Maria, again, the bring in, adding insult to injury.
How many times?
The blinds have ticked up. We are playing 240, 480.
All in.
Oh, Maria needs to start a Raz rush right now, else this tournament is over for her.
So there's 20K on the side.
Yep.
Thank you.
So Maria finds herself
What's on the
all
side?
in with
20.
the wired
Just
3-4.
She had 110.
Oh, okay.
Gill actually completing it with the split pair, which is really not the kind of stuff you want to go to war with in Raz. Even a high card is better than a pair. Elezra picks up a 10 low
that's
draw,
not fair,
3 to
is
an
it?
8 for Gill, and Maria hits a jack. Just disgusting.
This is close to flatlining.
Bananas.
She needs to see bananas or pears from them.
And she gets neither. As Elezra picks up an 86 low draw.
Bananas.
Sorry, Gill picks up the 86 low draw. Elezra has a made 10 and a 7 low draw.
Not a banana.
Maria
Oh, the
does
door's
pick up the
closing.
deuce, and now she does have a 6 low draw. Elezra has the made rough 8.
So
Gill
she's-
is betting into a fairly dry side pot here.
That's really weird on Gill's part. I don't understand that.
He does have 8-6. The best Elezra can have is 8-7.
Oh, then I stand corrected. I didn't think he had the 8 made yet. He's fine to be betting with the 86. Into the 87. Maria, of course, and there's only one 8 left out there, but an 8, if they don't improve, an 8 is good for her, a 7 is good for her, a 5 is good for her, a deuce is good, an ace is good for her. A low card, ace through 8 that doesn't pair the 2, 4, 3, or 6. She's in bad shape, though.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe I push you.
Boy, the whole table has stood up for this river.
It is
I
a big
fold
one.
8-7, boys.
Yeah, that's a good fold.
I mean, I'm live for sure. So
Wow.
let's fucking go. Okay, I'm so live. I'm
You're so live.
so live. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
היה לי
Let's go.
8-7, לא, יש לו יד יותר טובה.
So Elezra
Ace.
folding
אבל
the
יכלתי להרוויח.
8-7.
5,
I had 8-7.
7,
Gil has a redraw to 6-5.
8. Yeah, I have 8-6-4, right?
Maria can hit the 8,
Ace,
the 7,
5,
the
7,
5,
8.
the 3.
9, 10,
Ellie had an 8.
Sorry, the ace,
Huh?
rather.
Ellie had an 8.
Oh, okay.
Any picture.
No, one left, right?
First she's
What
going to
else?
see
So
Gill's
you flip
card
first
to see
for posterity.
he does not
Gil
improve.
pairs,
I'm
so
not
she
good at
just needs to
squeezing.
beat
Ellie,
that
what do I need?
8-6,
What do
and
I
she's
need
going
to
to
look for?
squeeze.
You need any 3 across or 2
Any-
across.
For
3
my
across
nails.
or 2 across.
Any picture would do it.
Oh, no. Maria pairs the 6.
By the way,
Nice
that was
playing
a
with
very
you,
good
Maria.
quiz. It was 6, 7, or 8. And
If you discussed me any more than you currently did,
oh, I did call?
you would discuss me more than anyone I have ever known.
Really?
And you smile at that. I'm glad that makes your day. 1,500, 3K, limit hold'em.
Check.
So what's the least you don't? If you sit down with 100K, that's not enough. You don't want to sit down with 100K, right? More than that, right?
Pretty good.
I mean,
Is there an old rule about how many big
it's
blinds
like
you're supposed-
sitting down in a 20-40 game with 1,200. If you sit down with
Check.
100K,
Raise.
90K.
You're right. Oh, so you could do that then. Close.
Yes, I don't
Yeah.
know. I can't imagine the game plays all that tight as we see a limp pot between Elezra and Collopy. Jim flops a flush draw,
Right.
9 high. Check raised Elezra's king. Of course, Ellie going nowhere and with no spade on the turn. Ellie
Raise of 5.
For 245.
Oh.
puts the raise in. And 1.27 in the middle. Elezra with the best of it. A 4-1 favorite. Collopy needs a spade and a spade only. 9 outs once. But the true need belongs to Elezra as he is at risk.
He just wants to see red on the river.
Thank you.
And he read it all. And here comes that river. Oh my goodness. Simply disgusting.
Guys.
Good, yeah.
Player
I'll
of the
take
year.
this
Meanwhile, back to the final table.
Raise.
where short stacked Paramjit Gill is going to make it 240K. This will be his line in the sand.
You guys going to triple me up?
Maybe.
And both Mohamed and Collopy are going to look to try to dispatch this shorty.
Triple up's nice, but I don't even want to be heads up here. I don't want 4 overcards against me.
Yep. And will the 4s improve? Well, they turn into a gut shot straight and flush draw, but the 6 of spades busy, and Collopy has flopped the flush. Easy fold for Mohamed, and
Wow, I got a straight flush draw, but you got the block.
it's blocked. So
I got the card running for you, sir.
a full house is going to be needed.
He flopped the flush. He flopped a straight flush draw. So I might be.
Well, he can make quad 4s. Yeah, not a good-looking situation.
Deuce and ace.
990 to 1 to make the running quads. Gill already packing his bags in for good reason as the turn leaves him drawing dead, and he is officially the bronze medalist here
Okay,
Play
buddy.
with, man.
in
all right.
third place.
Hey, kiddo.
And Ahmed Mohamed
He's got me out.
will be heads up
Crazy.
against Jim Collopy as Gill collects 75,000 and change, and these two lock up 107 at a minimum. Those payouts brought to you by Cuervo. There are no strangers. Meanwhile,
Here we go, close
couple
hands.
of 8 low draws. Advantage Collopy with 8-6. Looks like paint on 4th Street for Mohamed, and Collopy hits an 8. That 8 has paired, however, and you see Mohamed staying interested.
Almost a coin flip right now.
Good card for Mohamed, but now he has the 87 low draw up against the 86 low draw, showing an 8-5.
It's still close. Mohamed's gonna need help. Takes 2 to have a Raz Rush. You got the Raz Rusher, and then look, you're looking at the Raz Rube over here, Jim Collopy. He's a Raz Rube.
Well, an open pair for Mohamed is pretty disastrous, but
Yeah, it's 5s right there.
Look at these hands.
Collopy also has paired and now has 8s and 5s. And the key here is if he bets 6th, it sort of allows him to tell the story on the river. As we know, Mohamed can't have better than a jack low. But look at the instincts of Mohamed.
I just don't think there's a story to tell on the river because he's only down to 175K.
Yeah,
so
kind of an oversight on my
Yeah,
part.
he's
So
gonna
if
have
he
to
improves,
call.
he's going to call. And he has
Oh!
improved to the 87 low. What did Collopy catch?
this is everything now.
Oh, the deuce. Collopy has made 8-6-5-4 deuce up against 8-7-4-3, and Mohamed is going to move all in. Collopy, of course, is going to call
8-7,
and earn
8-6.
himself the bracelet and the title and the 100.
I had 2 pair, and then I hit them 2 in the river. 2 pair.
73,000.
Mohamed
Nice play.
double checking it.
Got lucky in the river.
Obviously
I know you wanted to check because you paired a 5. You checked out a turn.
disappointed.
I knew you saw that. Yeah.
You checked out a turn. I know you was.
It's great playing with you.
Quite honestly, it felt like it was Jim Collopy's day. And I'm not sure anybody was going to dethrone that man as we look at the final payouts brought to you by Caesars Sportsbook here in event number 32. Final thoughts, Norman?
Jim Collopy took the horse by the whatever's you take it, and he rode.
By the mane?
Okay, the mane. He rode into the sunset, and nobody was on his back shoulder. Why? He's like Secretariat.
It was definitely downhill for Jim Collopy in the best of ways, and there you see him beaming behind the mask, holding up the beautiful bracelet. His second, and just elated. You could feel it. Well done, Jim Collopy, and well done everybody that managed to make it to this final table, including, of course, Eli Elezra and Maria Ho, among others. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow, we'll have coverage of the $1,500 Monster Stack at 5 o'clock Pacific. But between now and then, we must bid you adieu on behalf of our entire staff here in Las Vegas and my partner in the booth, Norman Chad. I'm Ali Najad saying Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.